we do have some anime news to share that maybe might be old news, but we figured that we would talk about it and hear ye it because it's stuff that we've talked about and have expressed interest in. So the first one is that Hear Ye, Gachiakura Season 2 has been confirmed, which is something that we were like, oh, are they gonna give us a Season 2? Like, we hope they give us a Season 2. They're giving us a Season 2.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really when or if they were going to do it. It's more of a when. When are they going to do it? And this is just a news article from this past December, but more recently there's been more announcements of Gachiakura Season 2 because there's going to be like, they're coming out in this year. It's going to be 2026, probably going to happen in the September date range. So expect like the first core is going to be in the fall, and then the next core is probably going to be in the spring again. So basically what they did with the original part of Gachiakura. And then plus they're also bringing out a game. I forgot there is a game coming out where it's going to be basically the same how like every fucking
like Hinokami Kagura Chronicles
it's like every anime game they're going to do the same thing, which I'll buy, but I am kind of concerned that they're bringing out a game so early where it's like I think you do need 2 seasons of a show to fully
I agree with that.
Give you like a full, I don't know. And unless this game has like an absolute banger of like fights and content, like every anime game, I feel like once you beat them, it's so hollow. It's just because anybody who plays the PvP are just sweats, and it's like I'm not good at it, but like B, it's like the content that you have are just all fights anyway, so it's like that does get kind of repetitive. But yeah, so just to say, Gachiakura Season 2 is coming sometime.
I'd also like to say that Priscilla came in and said 12-hour stream. Let's go.
12-hour stream. No. No, we will not. All right, we got other stuff. We got Frieren Season 3.
Yes. Hear ye. Frieren Season 3 is coming back October 2027. And I guess we're going to be getting a badass demon this time. So people that have read the Frieren manga, I've heard that a lot of people are very excited because this is kind of like meeting this character that demon there. I guess he is a big deal. So Frieren manga readers are very excited for this. It's a highly anticipated next season.
As somebody who has read the manga, Season 2 was very like continuation of where you're getting to this part of the story.
Yeah,
it wasn't very like plot driven per se. It was just like, here's an adventure. Yeah,
we're in the Northern Plateau.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing in the Northern Plateau.
And then in the next season, it'll be a more congruent plot of like, hey, this is who we need to defeat. It's not just going to be like defeat the town's bad beggar
and get some bread.
It's like, oh god, we're gonna die every 2 seconds here because this guy sucks. It's like, this guy's a bad guy. So first real bad guy of the series.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Because I'm an anime only enjoyer. I have not read anything. But online discourse says he's a bad dude. And a highly anticipated. People have been waiting for this guy to show up.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Then we also got Dandadan.
Yes, Dandadan Season 3 is being anticipated perhaps in 2027. We haven't gotten any like for sure dates. Not like Frieren with the October 2027, but it I believe based off of the article I found, they're saying that it was revealed that it's anticipated within 2027. I would assume towards the later half of the year as well.
They'll probably drop it in the summer. Not assume either summer or early 2027. I mean, they want to get this shit off the The thing about the Dandadan like manga is like it's still ongoing now. It's just like it just gets fucking wacky, man. It just gets really fucking wacky. It gets real fucking more sexual than what it is now. And like I'm wondering how long Science Saru will do this show. I mean, they've done such a great job of it so
They
far.
have. Mm-hmm.
But like I wonder how far they're willing to go with their brand on this. Like cuz there are questionable things that happen. Like there I'm not going to spoil it, but there is a moment that you're like, man, more than the scene with Momo in the first episode where she's like basically naked on like a board, like naked
Yeah.
with those aliens.
Yeah.
It's something like that, but it actually happens. And
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that we had conversations on the channel before about Don about like how far are we willing to defend this show and how if we're offended but like other cultures aren't offended, and it's like I don't know. I kind of feel like if it's not consensual and it's something that happens in a show that makes it that just I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I
don't think anybody should be liking that.
It'll be a time in which we'll have to discuss it when it happens, right? But like just to speak on the topic now, if it is something like that and it's non-consensual, it will depend on how the show treats it. Like if the show displays it as something that isn't serious or something that should be laughed at or something like that, then I think that's when we have a discussion. That's when we have a conversation. But those things happen, and I think talking about them helps to kind of destigmatize and spread awareness on how to go about those situations. But if it's something like that, then that's something we need to talk about.
Yeah, it's a joke.
I have seen online discourse about this as well of people, and I don't know if this is like online majority consensus or not, but I have seen people, because of the contents of what they might show in this season, because I'm going through things as spoiler free as I can, so I don't know.
There's no plot of Don.
But people, I mean, in terms of what happens, people have been like pre-canceling Don, like more so than they have already been, of being like, no, don't fucking watch this show, don't blah, 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 stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've seen that stuff. I've seen other articles where they're writing about, this season is going to come out at this time, but whether fans are going to still stick around to watch it is up for debate.
Yeah, and I think people will still like that's the thing. Like there are there's a lot of seasons of shows that are like actually fucked up, that actually that do these same things, but we just don't watch them. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. And that's like the thing where it's like, if I'm watching Game of Thrones and a rape scene happens, and we're like, sorry, R word, trigger, sorry. But something like that happens in a show like that, it's like, we're not coming on here and being like, I can't believe they showed that. So it's like, we as a viewing audience, I'm not gonna have my am I gonna get my pitchfork and terrorize the village because something like that happens in these types of shows? Because it's like it does have a mature rating on it, and you get what you get out of the show, and it's not like necessarily they need to have a serious conversation about it, because it's like they don't it itself doesn't take itself seriously. I think that's it's up to your own thoughts and opinions on it if you want to take it that way. And that's why I kind of get the conversation of people being like, well, you wouldn't freak out about it if it was a different entity or a different show. you know. But it's like I still like. I think it's weird and wrong if it happens to like underage children.
I mean,
And I think that that's like that's where I hold the line of it, where it's like for me personally,
she is a child.
No, I'm saying like that's where like I toe the line for it. But like I know that like people who watch these things will have that argument like against it, where it's like we all don't like seeing like Sansa. That stuff happened to Sansa early, like she's a child, right? But we're not canceling Game of Thrones because like that happens in that universe, you know. And like suffice to say, those things happen in the Don to Don universe already, you know. So it's like, you know, if you don't mind it one way, I guess you shouldn't mind it another way. But you know, that's the nuance of that of this show.
Yeah, I think I truly do stand behind that. It'll just depend how it looks. I think that's the bottom line, because out of the stuff that has already happened, because of the way that it did happen, it was, I won't say it was easy to talk about it in a certain way, but through like certain lenses you can explain, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it truly will fall on if it's distasteful.
It could be. All right, well that was all the links that we had, right? Oh, Sentence to Be a Hero.
Yes, that was another one that we were like, will they? Yes, Sentence to Be a Hero is confirmed for a second season. I'm not sure when.
Who knows?
I would also assume probably around 2027.
Yeah, maybe. The show, it's interesting that this show even came out because it is based on such a small web novel. I mean, like, it just came out in 2020, and there's like most cases when you make a manga and you make an anime adaptation of a manga, you want to have like 26 issues. This thing had like maybe 9. And like
that was enough for them.
And it maybe has a grand total of like 26 issues total. So like I don't know where they ended in it.
It'll probably just be short then, and that's that.
Yeah, I would actually. I think they could do a movie. They should do a movie of it. But yeah, so there's news. That was our news. Thanks for chilling out with us. We hope you enjoyed the show. And if you're listening to the whole thing on Spotify, thank you.